Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Let's get into it.
So today we're cracking open Founders at Work by Jessica Livingston. This book, it's like a treasure trove of stories and advice, straight from the mouths of uh, people who built some of the biggest companies out there. You know, the Apples, the PayPals, the Hotmails of the world. And I got to tell you, one of the most surprising things I learned is just how much these founders struggled. I mean, you think about these massive successes, and it's easy to assume they had it all figured out from the beginning, right?
Uh,
But it turns out their paths were anything but straight.
right, right. Livingston, she really gets into the nitty-gritty. She doesn't just focus on the highlight reel. She digs into the messy early days, the pivots, the setbacks, the moments when these founders were literally like this close to giving up.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, take Airbnb, for example. Livingston talks about how they were so broke at one point that they were selling cereal boxes to try and make ends meet. Cereal boxes. Like, can you imagine?
It's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But it also says a lot about their resourcefulness.
Oh, absolutely. Resourcefulness, resilience, just pure grit. It shows that success isn't about having some sort of master plan or knowing all the answers up front. It's about being able to adapt and find creative solutions when things inevitably go sideways.
It's like you're not going to know everything when you start out.
No way.
You just got to jump in, you
Yeah,
know? It's like getting that permission slip you didn't know you needed to just start building and figuring it out as you go.
exactly. And that's what so many of the founders in this book did. They didn't wait for the perfect moment or have every single detail mapped out. They had an idea and they just started. And then they learned and they iterated and they adapted along the way.
Yeah, and they kept going even when it got super tough.
Yeah.
You have to imagine the pressure they were under. I mean, Livingston even says that a lot of them were right on the brink of giving up.
Oh, I bet.
But then something would happen, some small thing, maybe a tiny change or a new idea, and it would just shift everything.
Like that Hotmail story, right? I mean, that's a classic example.
Oh, yeah, the whole get your free email at Hotmail thing at the
No.
bottom of every email they send. It seems so simple, right?
Yeah, but think about it. I mean, every email they sent was basically a free ad. They were reaching millions of people with that one little line.
It's brilliant. And it totally underscores Livingston's point about the power of iteration. You don't have to get everything perfect right out of the gate. You just have to start and keep refining, keep experimenting, keep learning.
It's that whole fail fast, fail often mentality, but I think it's more than just failing. It's about embracing failure as a learning opportunity. Each setback, each
Mm.
mistake, it's all valuable data.
It's not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it and using it to propel yourself forward. And I think that's really the core message Livingston wants to get across. It's like you don't have to have all the answers. You just have to have the guts to start and the resilience to keep going, even when it's tough.
Exactly. And when you think about it, that applies to so much more than just starting a company.
Right.
It's about any kind of project, any kind of goal, anytime you're trying to create something new. It's all about that willingness to jump in, to experiment, to not be afraid to make mistakes and to keep pushing forward even when things get challenging.
So I'm curious, thinking about that Hotmail story, what's your Hotmail hack? What's that one small innovative change that you could implement in your own work, in your own life, that might just unlock a breakthrough moment for you? It's something to chew on as we wrap up our deep dive today.
That's a great question. I'll have to give that some thought.
Yeah, me too.